Hello everyone, Sam here from Mind Body Medical. So welcome to day 4 of the 12 Days of Ayurveda, and today's gift from Ayurveda is so perfectly suited to the Western world, to living in the developed world and all of the kind of the health problems that come with that. And it's a mainstay of preventative medicine in Ayurveda. It's a mainstay of really ramping up our health and well-being, and it's a famous herbal formula called Triphala. So Triphala is a formula made up of 3 individual superfruits, herbal medicines called Haritaki, Amalaki and Bibataki. And it's probably one of, if not the most famous herbal formula within the whole of Ayurvedic medicine. And it's just so perfectly suited, like I said, to supporting our health in the Western world. And why have we chosen this herb? There's so many important herbal medicines that come from within the Ayurvedic framework. Why over these 12 days have we chosen to specifically focus in on Triphala? The reason for that is, Triphala has so many health benefits. It has so many health benefits upon so many different systems of the body, from the immune system to the heart to all different things. But the area I want to focus on today is to do with weight loss, is to do with fat cell mobilization, and is to do with gut health, okay? And the reason Triphala is so effective is because the world we live in now, in the developed world, is incredibly toxic. All of the experts agree that the level of toxins we're exposed to is far greater than our body has the capacity to easily deal with. From the air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, the cleaning products we use, the beauty products we use, every day we are assaulted with a barrage of toxins. And those toxins are implicated in so many health problems, so many chronic diseases they're involved in. But what actually happens to those toxins when we ingest them? Once they enter into the body, what actually happens to them? A small proportion become what is called water-soluble toxins. So they're toxins that we excrete really easily via our urinary system. They're super easy, they don't create any problems, it's no real drama. But most of the toxins we ingest become what is called fat-soluble toxins or stubborn toxins. And when we ingest these toxins, they enter into our fat cells and they lodge there. And when they lodge there, they're called stubborn toxins, stubborn fat-soluble toxins, because they're incredibly hard to clear once we've ingested them. They lodge into our fat cells. And what happens when they lodge into our fat cells? They make our fat cells swell, they make our fat cells stubborn and static, and it makes it very hard for us to mobilize them. That means that we increase our risk factors for weight gain, we increase our risk factors for increased fat levels in the body. And that's particularly true for areas where we're prone to weight gain, around the abdomen, the hips, the bum, areas where a lot of people find it very hard to lose weight, is largely because we've got such an abundance of toxins lodged into the fat cells in those areas. So if we look at the research coming out, there's very clear evidence that high levels of toxins in our body is one of the really big risk factors and the big causes of the obesity, pandemic that we're experiencing in the West right now, and all of the risks that come with that. The diabetes, the cardiovascular diseases, the metabolic disorders, many types of cancers. So the bottom line is that anything that helps us to clear toxins, anything that helps us to shift fat-soluble toxins, anything that helps us to mobilize these toxins out of the body is going to have broad level implications on really optimizing our health and reducing our disease risk factors. And that's where Triphala becomes just an absolute panacea, because Triphala is proven to do that in so many ways. Triphala is proven to mobilize fat-soluble toxins. We know that, the evidence is clear. Triphala has the ability to essentially suck the toxins out of our fat cells and transport them to the colon, where they're excreted via stool. So they clear these toxins out of our fat cells. The second thing that Triphala does is that it facilitates weight loss. It mobilizes fat cells. The published evidence is absolutely clear on that, that Triphala facilitates weight loss and fat cell mobilization. And that in turn reduces the buildup of toxins in these areas. So as a way of facilitating gentle, safe and sustainable weight loss, and as a way of maintaining that weight loss once we've achieved our goal, Triphala is just a sacrosanct herbal remedy. It's incredibly safe. There's no known side effects. It's not contraindicated with any medicines. It's just an absolute panacea. So as a way of supporting weight loss, as a way of maintaining healthy weight, we should just be using Triphala, just as a tonic herb every day. Just 1,000 milligrams, just 2 500 milligram capsules a day gives us those benefits. And it's important 365 days of the year. But it's particularly important now. During December and early January, most people there's an excess. There's excess of foods, maybe an excess of alcohol, maybe not enough exercise, richer foods, sugary foods, stodgier foods. And that means we're at a greater risk of harboring these fat soluble toxins. So as a way of supporting our gut, as a way of supporting our body through the excesses of Christmas, Triphala is just an absolute panacea. Okay, it's super easy to get. We use the Fushi brand. Triphala is, everyone's making it now. Just make sure you buy a really good quality organic one. And just like I say, take 1,000 milligrams every evening before bed with a little bit of warm water to get these benefits. But you can go a lot higher than that. You can go up to 2,000 to 3,000 milligrams every day if you're actually trying to lose weight, if you're actually trying to facilitate weight loss. And it's also great for gut health. Triphala, in our clinic, if we're managing IBS, if we're managing bloating, distension, cramping, wind, poor digestion, those constipation, Triphala is just the mainstay. So if you suffer from any of those problems, any gut irregularities, gut problems, then Triphala is just an absolute panacea. Okay, so in Ayurveda, it's one of those tonic herbs we take every day. There's a famous tongue-in-cheek saying in Ayurveda, which is, if you're born with no mother, it doesn't matter as long as you've got Triphala, which is a tongue-in-cheek way of saying it provides all of the kind of the care and nourishment of a mother upon the body, and that's exactly what it does. So at this time of the year, with Christmas coming up, buy a good quality Triphala product. Take 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams a day to reap the rewards and the benefits of this amazing herbal medicine. Okay, it's a really, really must have. It's a really profound gift that Ayurveda gives us. That's day number 4. Gift number 4. Tomorrow we're talking about the 6 tastes of Ayurveda, and specifically the bitter taste, and why it's arguably one of the most important food groups that we should be consuming, looking at why it's so important, where we get those foods from, and why most people are not getting enough of those foods. So I look forward to discussing that tomorrow. Other than that, have a lovely day everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon.